Meteor 3.3.1 is now available. This release focuses on catching up pending work related to the MongoDB driver update, adding Cordova 14 support to help you migrate your apps to Android SDK 35, and last but not least, refining the new modern build stack based on your feedback. With no further ado, let's talk to the Meteor core team to understand what they have been working on. Hello guys, how are you doing? I'm here today again with Nacho, Gabriel, and Italo, the guys from Meteor team that are working a lot to bring the newest versions of the tools that we use inside Meteor to you. So guys, we have a bunch of interesting updates in this new version of Meteor, and I'd like to start by talking about the modern build stack that we have in this version of Meteor. What is the modern build stack?
The modern build stack is our way to modernize Meteor by acting in different levels in the bundle. In Meteor 3.3, we deliver our first part of the Meteor optimizations, which focus specifically on getting the best that we can get from the Meteor bundler and speed up. With that, we have enabled a new configuration in your packaging, which is called Modern, that you can enable it with Modern True. And with that, you will get a lot of speed, 3 times faster. This is what we deliver initially. This is thanks to the SWC transpiler mostly, but we acted in several layers and components like the watcher and different other parts of the Meteor. The thing that we have delivered in this Meteor 3.3.1 is that there were some room for some specific setups in Meteor developers that required extra attention. We needed to solve some specific support of SWC in specific setups. We have been open for this feedback, and we have been fixing those. And we also fixed a regression on the SWC modernization that was related with the client bundle size. Client bundle size growth, and we found a solution. Basically, what you need to do in your existing project or in a new project, but in a new project, this will come automatically when you create a new one. You need to add SWC helpers, NPM dependencies. Just by doing that, adding this package into your dependencies, SWC modern setup in Meteor will automatically reuse these helpers and avoid repetition on the final bundle. That is the problem that we were having. And this will decrease the bundle size again.
For me, it's a crazy thing. Like, you can add an NPM package and it will reduce your whole bundle. It's like, normally it's the opposite. Like, you add an NPM package and it increases your bundle size. But I guess it's a really unique case to use SWC, right?
And this modern build stack is a default feature for everyone that is using the latest version, or do we need to enable something so it can be used?
Sure, you need to enable within the packaging of your project the modern true within the Meteor config field. There are many of these details on the doc, so you can jump there as well and check, because this will work on any existing project. But if your project is making use of a lot of Babel-specific plugins, you may need to make specific migrations for it to fully benefit on the speed gains. But initially, this set of the modern true will work in any project, because we have a fallback strategy that we will ensure that we have backwards compatibility. So anything that cannot be compiled with SWC, by the reason what it is, will be compiled with existing Babel that is working on your project. But it's important to pursue efficiency, so we encourage you to migrate to SWC.
I think it's nice to know too that newer skeletons or like newer projects are created by default with the modern true flag. So if you today want to create a testing app, you want to make a POC for a company, it will be using the latest like possible things. So it's going to be using SWC, the modern watcher, everything. And yeah, it's just rocks.
And speaking about breaking stuff, we have a lot of people that are yet using Meteor 2, and we would like to tell them upgrade to the newest version. And with that in mind, we did some updates to our MongoDB driver and also to the Cordova that we use in Meteor. Can we talk a bit more about that, guys?
In terms of the Mongo driver, today we have many users, many developers using the Mongo 3.6 that already is deprecated by Mongo. Well, Mongo 4 will be deprecated soon. And well, as a framework that is a way working with new technologies, we must be updated with the market. And now the new applications that is built from scratch is being supported only for newest versions, so up to 4 versions, so 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8. But if you need to use Mongo 3.6 for some reason, we created a packet called npm mongo legacy. So you just type Meteor add npm mongo legacy, and we will be able to work with old Mongo versions, basically. So yeah, our support will be now focused on the newest versions, but well, we will maintain a compatibility for oldest versions as well.
And regarding Cordova update, as it usually happens in these dates, in summer specifically, Android always requires a minimum SDK version for your applications to be published to be able to receive updates on the store. This has happened again. And while we have updated Cordova 14 for Meteor 3 successfully and is working fine, and we have published in 3.3.1 actually, Meteor 2 users also reclaim this support. And we are in a maintenance period, so we can do this work for them. And this is what we have done. We have work on a Cordova 14 update, and is working on Meteor 2, though we needed to struggle a little bit with compatibilities with old Node 14 version as Meteor 2 has. But what I want to say here, and I want to put the attention, is that the migration is crucial these days, because this is going to happen again next year, and the maintenance of the Meteor side, of the Meteor 4 side, is not going to be there anymore. We cannot guarantee that we can give you the official support, and it's going to become harder. It's going to become something that we will need to struggle a lot, because as Node versions are keeping with higher numbers and Meteor 2 is limited, it's harder and harder to ensure we can guarantee this compatibility. So it's important for your applications, in order to keep up to date and get not only the benefits of Cordova, also all the benefits that we are delivering in our focus on Meteor 3. The bundler speed, the bundler features is going to come. Change the stream server, really related with the Mongo version up to date that needs to be. So always we need to encourage you to get into newer versions, plan it, and it's a priority for Meteor 2 to go to Meteor 3.
On that sense, there's a thing that I try to say often is the best time to upgrade to Meteor 3 was yesterday, and the second best time to upgrade to Meteor 3 is today. Like, every day, every week, every month, every season that passes, it gets worse to upgrade. Not because it gets more, there's always things coming up, but also you get like this unprotected legacy security worsened things, and yeah, it's just not a good experience. So I know every company is busy, but you should at least try getting an upgrade and not to just fell off. But yeah, I think you agree with what I just said, so hopefully we'll be back. But yeah, guys, try upgrade your apps. Please try upgrade your apps. If you get any issues, you can always hit us up on the forums, on GitHub issues, GitHub discussions, on Slack, on Discord, and on the community Slack. So there's many places you can ask for help. And I do recommend, if you're feeling like, hey, I'm not sure how to talk to my manager about upgrading, please set us up. We can always try finding a way to like discuss this with our manager or trying to sell this thing. And yeah, guys, that's essential, not only for us, because we love more feedback on Meteor 3, but also essential for your apps, because at some point it's going to be like not impossible to maintain a 2x version, but it's going to be really hard. You want to be like, hey, I need a new Cordova, but it's like, I need to upgrade to Meteor 3.7 or something. And it's like, it's a big stretch. Yeah, guys, the best time to upgrade is now. And yeah, let's go.
And for those that haven't done this migration yet and are kind of afraid or don't have the time to do it or are still, figuring out what is new in Meteor 3, what are the most common issues that people face when doing these migrations from 2 to 3, guys, that you see in the community?
Yeah, so like, I feel like there's 2 possible issues. One is, your MongoDB is old for some reason. Probably not, but if it's old in a sense of like its version is old, it's hard because you got to change multiple APIs and it's hard to like, some people prefer to update the Mongo and then try to update the code. Others try to update the code and then do the switch. It's valid options. And that's like, it's a more personal technical decision. And the second one that I see, there's actually 3 now that I remember the third, but like the second is like, I'm not sure which API to migrate to maintain compatibility. Like, hey, I need to update this API and now it changes a bit and it changes the behavior a bit, so I'm not sure what to do. And that's fine. You got to decide, you got to discuss it. And sometimes changing APIs is hard because you're using a crazy or an unsupported or a thing that we just lost support to it. But the good thing for both cases is that these are done and there's a lot of like previous art that you can always discuss and try to fix. And then there's the last case that's like a bit more rare these days. That's like, hey, I use this really old obscure package that is no longer supported. The guy is like, I don't know where he's at today and it hasn't been updated. What I do. And normally when people bring this to the forums, we try to check what is going on in that package. And maybe now that package features is in core, so we just like change the package. Or maybe, hey, that was used for X thing that now you can do it in JavaScript itself. It's natively supported. So I think the biggest issue for many is like starting, because it looks a lot of work. But then when you start and you divide what you need to be done, the work units that you need to do to accomplish the migration, you see that's a lot of work. It's still a lot of work. I'm not going to lie, it's a lot of work, but it's manageable. That's my thing here is like, from what I saw is like, most of the times they're like, hey, I need to start this migration. It looks big, but when you start doing it, like, hey, it's a lot of work, but it's manageable. It's like, sometimes you can make like really self-contained tasks and you can just like share with other engineers. You don't need to take it on your own. And probably people at your company would love to help you migrate.
Worst thing of migrating, I would say, is the changing from the synchronous driver like in Meteor 2 to the asynchronous counterpart. This is the standard JavaScript. And yeah, this is because it touches many codes. So when you use fibers with synchronous operation of Mongo, for instance, you need to go to the file stack and change a lot of code depending on that one. And this is possibly the hardest thing to do. Is possible, of course, and you need to do it. And about other packages that maybe don't have support, here my recommendation is that go to the forums, communicate these things, because there are many people in the community that either they have already done those efforts and they can help you to do that, or they are up to help you with it. So this is, for instance, in my case, I have also migrated applications from 2 to 3. And I had a problem with a specific package that is called reactive publish, that is really old, and I needed to migrate it to Meteor 3. And I have done also the migration. So please ask, we need to know what are the necessities of Meteor 2 projects to transit to Meteor 3. Also to see if we can help, if the help is not already there. That could be.
We know that migrating to the latest versions of the tools you use daily is not sometimes the easiest task depending on the size of your project and how many people use it, but it's better to face these problem before things start breaking because of compatibility issues, right? Because otherwise you're going to have to deal with more than one problem. Okay guys, is there anything else regarding this version that you'd like to share with people, or other messages to the community and people that are watching us, other than update to Meteor 3?
Watch out for the forums. We'll have 332 soon. Keep an eye. Give us a star on the GitHub. If you haven't already, give us a star on GitHub. And yeah, watch out on the forums. And yeah.
And some shout out to our contributors for this version. Nacho and Little, of course. Also, Storyteller CZ, always helping us out. Jorgen, Vatle, Welkin Wong, and Sakshan Goel 1107. Thank you very much, guys, for your contributions. And thank you very much, team, for keeping us updated and bringing us this very fresh versions of Meteor. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, you, for watching, and I'll see you soon.